We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with some pretty big news regarding Triple H, who, as most of you are likely aware, has once again been in the wrestling headlines since yesterday, which is when WWE released a number of talent and backstage officials, with two of them notably being very closely tied and connected to Triple H and the NXT brand, William Regal and Road Dogg, which caught many fans off guard completely. While Vince McMahon taking over the NXT brand late last year and revamping the show and creating the new NXT 2.0 brand was seen as a massive dig to Triple H, and that Vince was essentially destroying everything that Hunter had built with NXT over the past several years, this theory of WWE basically removing everything that Triple H has done for the company has only been amplified with each passing month. And now more than ever, wrestling insiders and fans are sure that Vince McMahon is basically removing and erasing all of Triple H's contributions to NXT and the WWE in general. On top of simply taking over control of NXT and changing the brand entirely to the new NXT 2.0, which only features talent that Vince McMahon sees future potential in on the main roster, WWE decided to release Road Dogg and William Regal, who were two of Triple H's closest friends and colleagues behind the scenes in WWE. It was reported shortly after all the releases yesterday that there was much more to these releases than the usual budget cut reason, and many close to the situation behind the scenes in WWE reportedly are sure that these continued releases and the complete change of NXT is a continued attempt to remove everything and everyone at the Performance Center that was hired by Triple H. And this isn't really that shocking or surprising, seeing as though reports went around a while back that Vince McMahon was pretty much unhappy with the entire NXT brand and its roster that Triple H had built up before the brand being taken over, and that most of the wrestlers in NXT and those put in charge behind the scenes at the Performance Center and in NXT were not cutting it in Vince's eyes. As you would expect, with all of these new rumors going around that WWE are actually trying to erase and remove Triple H's efforts in the company, many wrestling fans are completely unsure what the future holds for Triple H in WWE, and if he even has a future in the company in any meaningful way going forward. A lot of fans were hoping that the man who would eventually take over WWE once Vince McMahon stepped down would be Triple H. That idea is becoming less and less likely or possible by each day, to the point where the idea of Triple H taking charge of WWE is next to impossible. While some have claimed that they feel the wrestling community is making this whole Triple H situation seem worse than it actually is, and that Vince McMahon may simply be wanting to eventually get rid of the NXT brand, or that McMahon felt the brand Triple H built simply was not viable anymore, and that Triple H would still have big responsibilities in WWE in the future, most are feeling as though this whole Triple H NXT situation is a very bad eye-opening viewpoint on Triple H's future in the company, because with the way things have been going recently, it doesn't seem like Vince McMahon has a lot of respect or thinks very highly of Triple H and its abilities. Hence why McMahon is basically changing everything that Triple H has done for WWE and removing all the talent that Hunter hired, and that it seems highly unlikely that Vince would be wanting to give Triple H any more power than he had with NXT going forward. Many feel like we are truly witnessing the tragic final days of Triple H in WWE, and that he could shockingly be gone from the company in the not so distant future. And the question then is, what is Triple H going to do if he were to leave WWE? While the scenario of Triple H leaving WWE and then going to the competition AEW feels like it would never happen for obvious reasons, that far-fetched rumor really does not seem that far-fetched anymore, with the way Triple H has been treated in WWE lately. And who knows, Triple H may shock the wrestling community by either eventually joining AEW or even starting his own wrestling company outside of WWE. Although again, that is completely speculation right now, and Triple H may decide to stay with WWE despite having less and less power and authority behind the scenes. But it really does not look very promising whatsoever when it comes to Triple H's future in the WWE, which is truly unfortunate and sad in all honesty. With that being said, let us know your thoughts on the new reports that Vince McMahon and WWE are basically erasing Triple H's work in the company, hence why so many of Triple H's talent he helped create in NXT have been released, along with other high-profile backstage officials that work closely with Triple H, like William Regal and Road Dogg. Do you feel like we are seeing the final days of Triple H in WWE unfold, or will Hunter choose to stay in the company regardless? Let us know. Now, further adding to the whole WWE erasing all of Triple H's work in WWE rumors, it was shockingly just revealed today that WWE have now officially once again released Samoa Joe, who, as most of you are likely aware, had been released from WWE back in April of 2021, only to be brought back to the WWE a few months later by none other than Triple H, who saw lots of value still in Samoa Joe, hence why he was brought back to the company. However, multiple sources have revealed that WWE have sadly come to terms on the release of Samoa Joe, and as no surprise, many fans are upset by Joe's release, who is now the latest Triple H guy to be unceremoniously fired from the WWE. While Samoa Joe was rehired last year primarily for a non-wrestling role, this is still a truly unfortunate loss for WWE, because whether in-ring or behind the scenes, Samoa Joe could have added a lot to the company, and he now finds himself once again released from WWE for the second time in less than a year, with Brock Lesnar shockingly winning the WWE Championship from Big E at the Day 1 pay-per-view event, and the Universal Champion Roman Reigns officially being cleared to return to action tomorrow night on Friday Night SmackDown. This is setting up what could be a huge shocking change to WWE this year in 2022. Because WWE are clearly still very much invested in the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns feud, and some huge stakes could be on the line when these two face off against each other next. According to a shocking new backstage rumor, Vince McMahon and WWE are currently considering the idea of having Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar face off against each other in a title versus title match, likely at WrestleMania 38, where both the WWE and Universal Championships will be on the line, and the plan is that whoever wins the match, which could very well be Brock Lesnar, will become a double champion, holding both the WWE and Universal Championships at the same time. And the shocking speculation right now behind the scenes in WWE is that the company could be unifying the WWE and Universal Championships after WrestleMania 38. Which means we could be seeing the end of the WWE's brand split this year, with there being one world champion across both Raw and SmackDown. For the fans who have been wanting to see AJ Styles potentially leave WWE to finish off his career in AEW, that unfortunately does not look as though that will be happening. Although for AJ's fans in WWE, we have some good news to share. It has been revealed as of yesterday that AJ Styles has reportedly signed a new long-term contract with WWE, despite getting offers from other companies. Now, for those wanting to see AJ Styles get another reign as WWE Champion, that is a whole lot more likely now that Styles has re-signed with WWE long term. So overall, good news for AJ's future in the company.